You know, of all the different subreddit topics, I feel like people tweet me the most about software gore because apparently just all the time people run into bugs on YouTube when watching my videos, like duplicate thumbnails or videos not being available or the description for one video being under my video or my video description being under someone else's video, just things like that. So if you run into a bug on this, I suppose that's appropriate, that it's a software gore video, feel free, tweet it at me. Keep tweeting all the things, because why not? We're past the point of all the freeze frame faces for the most part, and I appreciate that. So let's move on to software gore. May as well. We'll start off down here with number 19. I just wanted to scroll down. Fortunately, I was able to do that right now. It's pretty great. Scroll seems to be working just fine. I can even scroll in multiple ways. I have multiple methods on my mouse, but this person, I guess not. All right, he's going for the scroll, ladies and gentlemen. Duplicated and moved the window. I like how it started to. It started acting as if it was gonna scroll, and then it was like, nope, it's not, no, not gonna happen. Sorry about that. You thought you were gonna scroll down? Speaking of trying to arrange windows, since I got my new bigger monitor, I can't figure out how I ever got my Premiere window layout to look like it did, because for the life of me, I don't know how to move windows around in Premiere. I'm gonna have to look up a tutorial on how to move windows to be in the proper place, which seems very unintuitive. That should just be easy to figure out when you look at a program, is how to move different windows around to different parts of your screen, but apparently not. It's much like this one. Maybe I need to grab the scroll bar in Premiere and then it'll work. For some reason, I could zoom in infinitely, and this happened. Oh, dude, you're gonna get some like electron microscope imagery or something like that. Oh God, apparently it's like a jump scare. Oh geez. Oh, okay, we're good. We're good. Whew. Oh God. I see how it's like a jump scare, because then all of a sudden you get the face again. That's kind of funny. Yeah, I think what's happening here is you can actually get this in 3D animation software. I have firsthand experience with this sort of thing. You're zooming in so much that you're actually clipping into the image itself. So that's probably what's happening there. Your camera is getting so close to the image that it starts to like phase it with the background behind it. Even though this is probably just a regular image, but that's what it looks like when you zoom in too close in like 3D modeling software. So pick your country. Sorry, you're not anywhere else. You may think you're somewhere else, but the United Kingdom has actually colonized the entire world, and we refuse to believe that it's anywhere later than like the 1700s right now, where the British Empire ruled everything. You might think that you're in the year 2018, but actually you live in the British Empire. So just letting you know that you are in the United Kingdom. It's everywhere. It's alive. When you want to watch Young Frankenstein, but Netflix for some reason gives you the subtitles from Lilo and Stitch. Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind, says Frankenstein to Frankenstein's monster. That's really great. I'm not seeing anything wrong per se. This was great, but the part that's killing me is Netflix's follow-up. This issue has been resolved. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Sorry, I'm not German. Deranged name. Netflix always with the quality responses on Twitter. No Windows. I don't want your updates. What in the world is happening here? Jesus, dude. Let's read the top comment. I bet this is an i18n failure. Sure thing. Probably some code that does something like, if icon with this particular title does not exist on desktop, add it, and due to some encoding issue or i18n mistake, the code that checks for the icon existing and the code that creates the icon are using names that don't match. Righto. It's like some kind of infinite loop or something. I remember when I took my one introduction to programming class, and they were like, yeah, you don't want infinite loops because those do bad things, and inevitably ended up creating those a few times, and always panicked as soon as that infinite loop hit, and I was like, oh God, I'm gonna crash my computer now. Whoops. Guess I'm a robot then. I'm not a robot. Check. Characters you matched, you typed did not match the image. So I like how it gave you the checkbox, like you're good, but also you were supposed to check type some stuff. Sorry, you didn't catch that? You're obviously a robot because you didn't see the remainder of the image that told you that you needed to type the CAPTCHA. I also don't get how that thing works, where sometimes Google prompts you with it and you hit the checkbox and it's just like, oh great, you're not a robot. I'm like, but a robot could probably check the box. Other times it'll say, oh, select the images that have a car in them or something like that. And I get it. That's a good way to verify not being a robot. But why does it sometimes just go, oh no, the checkbox is enough. We believe you on the honor system this time around. I've never gotten that. My grandmother's name is Deborah. Jack B. Okay, bras are not allowed in here. Sorry, that's a very inappropriate word. You're not allowed to say the word bra around children. They might realize that that article of clothing exists and they're not allowed to know until they're much, much older, 18 at least. Mahara N and James F. That reminds me of when I was trying to make my, I think it was my H1Z1 account back when I was playing that a little bit a few years ago, and it would not let me make the name CaptainSparklez. You want to guess? You want to guess why? Do you? I bet you can't guess why. Okay, do you give up? LEZ apparently can be a shorthand for lesbian, and so for that reason, my name could not exist on H1Z1. It was like, how about that, Club Penguin word filter? Jesus Christ, for a game where you're shooting people. Not really, though. What is this? No, really, though. Oh, that's a problem. Is it? Jesus Christ. Whoa, yeah, you might want to just, tech support here. You might want to try restarting your phone, although that is quite fascinating. It's probably pretty difficult to use in that state, and a restart might make it work. Cue all the people in the comments section being like, if the restart doesn't work, switch to Android, you loser, to use an iOS. And yet I bring us back to the Don Draper elevator meme of, I feel sorry for you, I don't think about you at all. Apparently, my computer's processor doesn't feel so good. Core 973 degrees. Yep, it's actually on fire. Is that, I think that icon might indicate that you have a little bit of a problem. It's your core is actually the core of a nuclear fusion reactor. They've been trying to A/B test different ways to make nuclear fusion a viable source of power. One of the ways is just to turn everyone's computer processor into a nuclear fusion core. And that's why it's so hot. It's nothing to worry about. It's generating a lot of energy. Your electricity bill, you're not gonna have to pay for your computer. It's powering itself and also probably your entire neighborhood, maybe more. That's an interesting ad. Yes. Yes, it is. Is that an ad that has so many elements to it that it's too much? Your computer won't load it. It's like, all right, I'm okay with just a single image banner for an ad. I'm not about that like 50 images rolling around on top of each other life. Okay, just too much data. Can we cool it down on the advertisements? Thank you. Instagram's inner monologue. we screwed up. Sorry. Did Instagram send that to you directly? It wasn't like a message from a friend that Instagram just forgot to display the sender, and it's just like, this is an Instagram notification, so cool, because the app would display, but it just didn't give you the context. It was like a friend sent you fork, but it just looks like Instagram is upset. It's having a moment. Your photo didn't get enough likes, and it's feeling sorry that it didn't do better for you, okay? The algorithms just didn't give preferential treatment to whatever the most recent photo is that you posted, didn't get a lot of likes, and Instagram's like, I'm so sorry, fork, we'll try better next time. I think this is a cry for help. Hey, hopefully you didn't have to business expense this, or I'm not sure that the IRS is gonna be down with that as a proof of purchase receipt, but if you're just getting groceries at the grocery store, do you really keep those receipts anyway? Do you really? Oh man, growing up, my mom would always spend like a solid minute after we got all the stuff. She'd always spend a minute just like standing there, reading line by line through the receipt. Just like, did we get overcharged? Did we get overcharged? And I think maybe once throughout my childhood, she found us, we got overcharged for something. And I was like, all right, but if you calculate how many hours over all those years went into reviewing those receipts, do you think that the $2, was it worth that time? Because if you boil it down to an hourly wage, you ended up probably making about, bet you made about like a cent an hour of investment. Sorry, Mom, I hope you're not watching this video. She's gonna give me a lecture now. I'm sure it's panned out for you. Sorry, I'm coming up with anecdotes, Mom, okay? Just don't get mad. All right, thank you. I was expecting a pure sine wave when this comes. Oh boy, some math here, dude. Oh, okay. I can't read any of that stuff. I mean, I don't know if that's what you can call software gore. It might be doing exactly what you prompted it to. That's what happens when you expect something to work and then it doesn't, which probably happens a lot in programming. That's why it's not an easy job and takes a lot of going back and forth and testing things. So it's probably doing exactly what you told it to. Looks like complex data to me, i.e. real and imaginary. Take the absolute value to get the sine wave. How did you just... There are not enough pixels here to know what the hell is going on. And you just, well, like, you just pegged exactly what it was. This guy is like, this is correct. What? All right. Everyone here is like way too smart for me. What the hell is going on? All right, just take the absolute value. That's squiggly, you get a sine wave for sure, dude. I would have guessed that. Duh, isn't it obvious? Like, geez. Probably would have been easy to prevent this savagery. Gary, 0 friends wished you a happy birthday. Sorry, Gary, you don't have friends. This is Dark Gary. Light Gary, maybe Light Gary has a few friends, but Dark Gary, it's on the dark side. No one wants to be his friend. It's just, there's a lot of, you know, evil going on there. Let this be a lesson. Don't be Dark Gary. Be Light Gary. It's like Goofus and Gallant. No one wants to be Goofus's friend, okay? They want to be Gallant's friend. Does anyone get that reference anymore? Is Highlights magazine still a thing? Did you read that growing up? Are you still growing up? We're all growing up at the same rate, I suppose. So my AVG bugged out, and I think it's gained sentience. We're in danger. Someone's like hijacked AVG in order to send you a cryptic message. It's like they have no other way to communicate with you other than somehow hacking into your particular instance of AVG. Seems like it'd be a lot easier to, I don't know, get a hold of your email address or something like that and send you an email that way. But it's like, if you're a super pro hacker person, you got to use a cryptic way to get through to someone. It's got to be like the movies. It can't just be sending someone an email. It's got to be hacking into their antivirus and then telling them they're in danger. And then don't add any more info, because that would be too straightforward and easy. You just gotta make it cryptic, just like the movies, okay? Is there nothing we cannot learn from the wisdom of ancient Japan? How to be polite and show respect. In the old days of feudal Japan, a samurai warrior would shout. You were trying to view Flash, but you had no Flash plugin installed. If you wish to show respect in Japan, you must go into the middle of a busy intersection and yell, "You're trying to view Flash content, but you have no Flash plugin installed." And everyone will stop what they're doing. They'll look at you and think you're crazy. I'm this unpopular. It's okay. We've seen a -1 before. -2 is just like slightly less popular than that. I'm glad you managed to -1 up the person who had the -1 there. That's a good accomplishment. You might be the most negative in terms of messages of anyone ever. And finally, that's my jam. Now playing System Preferences. I wonder what the sounds of System Preferences are. I'm very curious to hear this soundtrack. Well, apparently it's 11 minutes long. That's System Preferences prefers 11 minutes for some reason, because why go up to 10 out of 10 when you can go up to 11? Okay, I'm trying to figure out how this is a thing, but I don't know. That's pretty good though. All right. On that note, I'm gonna wind down this video and go listen to some System Preferences, because that is quality musical content. If you want to listen to some System Preferences, you can click on the music in the outro. It'll take you over to Marin Music. Lots of tracks from System Preferences in there. Make sure to like if you liked, subscribe if you're not already, and if you want to listen to more or watch more of these, playlist in the description. I'll see you later.